Hello everyone, my name is Where Don't Care My Name Is, and here we go with my review for It Chapter 2. So this is the sequel to the 2017 It movie, and it is a remake of the 1990 miniseries. And I gotta tell you, I've been looking forward to this sequel ever since the first one. I love the first film. I thought they did a fantastic job with the role. I love all the characters, all the kid actors they got to play their role, especially the actor who they got to play as Pennywise. Bill Skarsgård, awesome work. I love him. He did such a great job. And I was very much looking forward to the sequel, which takes place years after the first one. So let's talk about it, shall we? The story for this film, without spoiling too much for you guys, takes place 27 years after the last film, where the Losers Club are all grown up. All the kids have grown up. They're now adults, and they've all left Derry, all except for Mike, who has stayed behind, still remembers everything that happened. And when Pennywise returns, he calls everybody up to return to Derry so they can finish what they promised they were going to do. That if Pennywise returned, they would all work together and kill the clown once and for all. With and they have to do it before Pennywise, ends up trying to kill them and ends up trying to kill more children. So that's pretty much the story of the film without going into spoiler territory. And what I love about this is I love the fact that it starts off pretty much showing how Pennywise returns, because in the book it's shown that Pennywise awakens from his hibernation after a great violent event, and he returns, and we see how that happens. And I like it. I like the fact that they're able to, see how that starts it off, and it keeps you hooked on everything that's going on, to the everybody coming back together, to seeing the struggles they're going through to stay and finish what they promised they were going to do, all the way to the final act. And I love it. I love the first act. I like the second act, but by the time we get to the third act, it is by the time it's kind of exhausting. This film is 169 minutes. It's a very long film. I was exhausted by the end of it. By the time I'm doing this review, it's 11:33, so it was a very long film. So I still had a good time with the story. I didn't mind it. I did wish we dug a little more into Pennywise's origin, a little deeper into that lore, but we didn't get to see that. I think the other problem is just the time. It's just this was a very long film, but other than that, they do a very good job, and I do like the message they were trying to put across in this film. So the story isn't bad. It's got its flaws, but again, it does drag on a little too long by the time we get to the third act. So I think that's a problem. But I like the fact that all of the characters have their own little series in the story. All of them trying to overcome their problems. I like that, and the characters. I love all the adult actors. The problem with the miniseries was the fact that the kid actors during their flashbacks, they all did a great job. When we got to the adult actors, you never got the sense of the bonding they had as the kids. In this film, the adult actors did a great job, portraying their young versions when they grow up. They return to Derry. They're acting as they were years ago, but they're more adult, and I like that. I like the interaction with them, with each other. There's a chemistry there. There's a bond between all these characters. But the ones that I like the most, again, it's James McAvoy. I liked him. I thought he did a great job. But the one I thought that I liked the most is Bill Harder as Richie, and I sorry, I can't say this right. Isaiah Mustafa as Mike, and I like James Ranson as Eddie. All of them did such a great job. I like these characters, and I like the fact that Mike in this film is trying to keep his friends together, keep them from leaving, and trying to get them all together in this film. While we see Bill, being the voice of reason, being the leader for here, he's trying to get his friends together to keep them to finish it off once and for all, and just pretty much end it. But to me, the one who stole the role once again, that stole the film, is Pennywise once again. Pennywise is more determined to destroy his enemies. He's more determined to just shatter their will, shatter their bond, and just tear them apart and drive them away with fear. He seems to be the one that has the most fun with this role, and I love it. I love how well he did in his performance. Okay, well, with that being said, what are my thoughts on the special effects? How are my thoughts on the fear and everything else? Special effects at times they're like it's kind of a hit and miss. especially the final act. So I thought, okay, full honesty, I liked its final form when he fights the Losers Club much better than the miniseries. As far as the fear here, there is times when there is a lot of scary stuff, but not as scary as the first one. But they did do a good job with some of the fear stuff they do. They do keep you on the edge of your seat a little bit at times. Not all the time, but there are times when that happens. Um, but I did like some of the comedy in this film. There's a lightly mood here and there, so I thought they did a good job with it, especially between Richie and Eddie in this film. I thought, you know what, I like it. I like this a lot. So not bad. I like the fact that they add that in the film. So story wise, it's good. It just drags on a little too long. Characters are all good, but we only have a few that pretty much just the ones that you want to focus more on. Uh, Special effects, fear, comedy, it's all good. It's balanced out well. I didn't really mind it at all. So, all right. So, it Chapter 2. Is it a good sequel? Yes. Is it an awesome sequel? No. The first one's still better, but I still thought the second one was still good. I'm definitely still going to buy it. So, they did a great job with it. So, I really can't see any problem with it. If you want to check it out, go right ahead, guys. Go take it with your friends, see it with your loved one. Just don't see it with your children. Please don't see it with your children. I had to hear a child crying almost throughout the whole film. Just please don't do that, guys. This is not a film for kids. Trust me. Alright, that's it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film or the last film or even the miniseries themselves or even the book, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check my favorite page, check out my Twitter page, and I'll see you next time to give you more love and more entertainment. And remember, we float. We all float. I can't do it. Sorry. Take care, guys, and good night.